the bottom. Ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
What's going down, gamblers? It's the coach. Is this a podcast?
Supposed to be. It's supposed to be. SBO!
Is this a show?
Deal?
Are we dead?
I don't know. They might have counted us out, man. They might have buried us.
They counted us out. But don't count us out for too long. Yeah, we still here. Yeah, our subscribers getting picks. So if you want to get on that train, you can inbox us and we can tell you our packages that we got. We've been kind of doing good low-key in college football, but we haven't just been loud with it. You feel me? We haven't been giving good picks because we wanted to try something good this year, and we've been hella busy. Let me let y'all know what's going on. Every Wednesday, you can catch us here at 4 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, and on Fridays at 5 o'clock, you can catch Marley and our boy No Cap Bets, our boy DJ Plus. They'll be doing the NFL shows. Guys, we in Texas. In Texas, football is supreme. And we've also been dealing with something called a heat index, which has allowed my schedule to be all the way fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about I had to practice with my middle school team because I'm a head coach for middle school. We had to practice 7:15 in the morning. Then I turn around and do varsity, and we don't practice till 5:30 just because of the heat. So we don't get out of here till about 8:30, and that's kind of messed up everything. Now our whole schedule, our whole mojo, and Marley locked in. Marley got a lot going on. Marley got like 7 jobs right now, y'all. Shit. You know what I'm saying? Because his son is our running back on varsity, and it costs a pretty penny to get in here. So shout out to Mills. Need you to get back. But Marley Betts, how you feel, my boy? The man, the myth, legend himself.
I'm good. We back. We're back in the mix. We've been talking about this shit for like the last feel like month, trying to get this shit back. And to you niggas that's counted us out. And yeah, I said niggas because this is a different season. It's a different season, different show. You finna get some real deal ass shit. What's up, SBO? I see you locking me in. Yo, forget Texas, roll tide. Say, man, you know what it is, SBO. You know what it is.
SBO. I told you, boy, Marley Betts, Mr. SEC himself. I said it ain't looking good. And you know what he replied with? You can't be great every year. So that's what we doing now. You
can't be great every year.
So that's what we doing now.
Who's great every year? I'll fucking wait. Who's great every year? I think, real quick, I think we can cuss it. You got to be out to 15 seconds or some shit.
At the 2 minutes.
You gotta have to remind me because I'm finna just go get a little raw this season. I'm just gonna fucking talk, and you go get real me. No more politically correctness, but. Back to what we was just talking about. Yeah, bro, you can't be great. Who else? Who had a 20-year reign? You let me know. Y'all let me know.
Y'all ain't have no 20-year reigns. It's been.
I know that. I'm saying like that's a long time. 20.
And my ACC boys have been, you know, from time to time we'll sneak in there. But what's huh?
I'm saying right. You know, no. We had a 20-year run, bro. It's 2023. Since 2000. Since 2000. At least 03.
Motherfucker, you wasn't even watching college football in 2000.
Freshman year, high school, I'm watching it.
Nah, we was all watching it.
Freshman year, high school, we locked in. Now, before that, man, not locked in. High school, though, I'm locked in.
We always locked in. But y'all not looking good right now, and you know why? And
I won't say we not looking good. We not looking like we normally look.
You know why? Because the NIL is single-handedly destroying the talent pool that the SEC always captivated year in, year out. SBO, our day one Alabama roll tide boy. He said Nick Saban got soft. Did he get soft?
Nah, I don't think he got soft.
So he's soft now. That's what we saying?
Nah, fucking Saban ain't soft. I think it's what you just said. It's part of NIL. It's part transfer portal. I think transfer portal is huge, and it hurts the fuck out of Alabama because you got to think they still getting 5-star recruits at every position. It's just when them niggas get there and it's another 5-star nigga right next to him, 2 5-star niggas in front of them. They're not staying. Fuck it, I can go leave. And then let's not ignore this. Is the first show, and I don't know if we're talking about this game or not. I think we are, but we cannot ignore motherfucking Coach Prime. Like, he hurting niggas. It ain't even started yet. He about to start. Once he start taking a trench, but he already taken, like, I don't know, a lot of people understand the Travis Hunter thing. Like, Travis Hunter was the #1 recruit in America. #1. And he went to Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? Not because of Jackson State. Not because Jackson State is good or sorry. Has nothing to do with Jackson State. It has everything to do with Coach Prime. He's stealing niggas recruits, and it's only going to get worse. So
what he say? What he told them boys the other day? Get me now while you can, because it's gonna be the worst we ever be.
This the worst they gonna be. Facts. Because before we get started, because we can jump. I know you gotta get to practice. We ain't got that much time, so we gotta rapid fire these picks.
Come on, we Gucci. We only got 6 games. We Gucci.
But fucking right now, I agree with them. They are the worst they are gonna be. I personally believe, and I'm just a question. I personally believe, as far as the skill goes, the skill guys, they can compete. I think Edwards, Hunter, Horn Jr. Is it Horn Jr.? Jimmy Horn?
Jimmy Horn Jr.
Horn Jr. I think they can compete with the Oregons and USC's and Washington. When he say give me 7 to 6 more dogs, he talking about offensive line, defensive line. You know what I'm saying? Trenching big boys.
That's what he talking about. That's what he needs. We all said it. That's what he needs. And he gonna get it.
Yeah.
He gonna get it.
You gotta understand. Them niggas was 1-11 last year, bro.
But he fucked me though. They fucked me this weekend.
Yeah, I took 21.
After my Seminoles, shout out to everybody who rolled with me on my Seminoles money line. We got it, and they covered, but shout out to my Seminoles. We back. We are back.
What's back?
Back into the mix. That's what back mean. What you mean what back mean?
I'm just trying to figure out what you mean by back. I think
we are now back as contenders. We got athletes stacked on athletes. We can lose 2 or 3 people, just like Clemson. When we played Clemson, we didn't have our left tackle. Our center just got back, and he got hurt in the second quarter. And our safety, our star safety, future first-round pick was hurt, and we plugged them back in. We got hella running backs. We beat LSU. We didn't beat LSU. We embarrassed LSU week 1. I'm talking about running over boys in the end zone, looking down at them like this. Yeah. We back, dog, and we going to Clemson, and we all, y'all, if you've been following our show, and you've been following college, and you've been paying attention to what I've been saying about Clemson, it's coming to fruition. They got to get some more brothers on the field. No disrespect. Clemson, they got to get some more brothers over the field. No. They looking like Stanford right now. No disrespect, but they looking like Stanford right now.
It's not disrespect. We got to stop this shit.
I'm sure
we got to stop
catching now.
We got to stop this shit.
Over. What's up? The Reaper.
It ain't no the truth. Man, I'm facts over feelings. Fuck all that. I ain't trying to hurt nobody's feelings shit. The facts is not hurting nobody's feelings. It's just stating facts. And the facts are that athletically, you know what I'm saying? That's what's superior. It's a fact. Not every single person. There's exceptions to every rule, but as a whole, you know what I'm saying? Hey,
SBO, yes, sir. They look good.
We talked about this. Me and you, Coach. I've been watching Penix since in Indiana. If anybody fuck with Penix, they know it started in Indiana. He's nice, dog.
They look good.
He's nice. They do. But winning everything, I don't know.
What he talking about?
No, I think Washington wins the whole thing.
I don't know. They got some dogs out there. They do got some dogs. Man, we got so much we can talk about.
I know that.
But we started the show late on CP time. Let's excited.
Let's roll.
Real quick, shout out to the subscribers who jumped on. Quick through. Only reason I'm doing this because we got Mikey Hover. He's our WNBA analyst, but he does drop picks for picks.
Yeah, was
that Kentucky that Connecticut, excuse me, plus 9.5 hit that on the parlay. The Aces minus 6 first had hit that. And I jumped on the Braves, who was down 6-0 late and ended up coming back and winning 7-0, man. 165 parlay that gave me 850, man. So nice. yeah. But shout out to Mikey Hova. Anywho, man, hey, we got some good games this week. Let's jump right into it, and let's start off with our Friday game. This is a low-key game, but it is going down. And I low-key been following. I've been following BYU more, but we got Cincinnati -2 going
on
into BYU
for a little while.
Cincy's going into that beautiful stadium, that beautiful scenery, taking on BYU, the Mormons, the 25, 27, 28-year-old kids. The over-under is sitting at 48 right now. Let's get to these actual factuals right now. The Bearcats are sitting at 2-2 on the year, while BYU sitting at 3-1. All right, the line did open up in favor of BYU -1.5, and that line has since flipped. The total opened up at 54.5, and that line has since gone down tremendously to 48. Ain't no something's going on. Somebody got to be hurt, and we're going to get right into it and let you guys know. Get to some of these actual factors for Cincy. They're 3-9 in the last 12 games. The overs hit 4 out of the last 6. They are 11-5 straight up in the last 16 games, 12-2 straight up in the last 14 games on the road. The unders also hit 4 out of the last 5 games when playing against an opponent from the Independence Conference, but that is wrong, my boy. BYU is the Big 12 now. Cincy's 5-0 in the last 5 games whenever they play on a week 12, but on their Fridays, they are 1-4 against the spread. Let's get the BYU actual faction. 4-11 against the spread in the last 15 games. The overs hit 6 out of the last 8. They are 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games, but they're 0-7 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing at the crib. 6-1 against the spread. 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games when playing against an opponent from the American Athletic Conference. 13-2 straight up in the last 15 games played in the month of September. 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games when playing on a Friday. And the unders hit 4 of the last 5 games whenever BYU plays on a Friday at the crib. So right now, there aren't any injuries reported for Cincy. But for BYU, Aiden Robbins, running back, he's out indefinitely. It's undisclosed. And also running back Ropati, I know I said it wrong. He's out for the year with a knee injury. Let's get to this. So last time we seen Cincy, they lost 20-6 against OU, and they did not cover against the spread. Then they lost to Miami, Ohio, 31-24, and they did not win the spread that either. Right now, they're sitting at 2-2 on the year against the spread, boys and girls. I'm still locked in teacher mode. Say boys and girls. Ladies and gentlemen, last time we seen BYU, they lost 38-27 against Kansas. Is Kansas back? We will find out. Kansas looking good? We're gonna get to that later. They did not cover the spread in that game. They did not cover the spread. They did beat Arkansas, and they won that game outright as an 8-point underdog. Right now, they're sitting at 1-3 on the year against the spread. So, with all that being said, BYU, Cincy, Marley, what are your thoughts on this? And if you have a play, let the people know you play.
Yeah. I do. The Mormons. I'm gonna take these Mormons, man. I'm not the biggest Clovis fan, but we do got to remember the kid did originally start at USC, so it's not like he's not a talented kid. We start for over 1,000 yards, 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions.
That boy went from USC to Pitt. He went from USC to Pitt to Cincy. He is the true definition of
Caleb Williams. Caleb Williams came in the coaching, so he wasn't finna shine over Caleb Williams. And then, that was with Lincoln Riley on top of that. So his coach gone, Caleb his guy. I understand the move to Pitt. And then old boy had just left out of Pitt. So I get that. I'm assuming he left Pitt because they were sorry after that. So I don't know what happened with Pitt though, why he ended up at BYU. But he is we do know he has arm talent. You know what I'm saying? 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. It's not too bad. QBR I don't love, obviously. It's at 58.8%. But BYU did, I'm gonna give them credit. They did go into Arkansas, SEC, and beat Arkansas. I mean, I know Arkansas isn't what Arkansas was probably, the last maybe 2-3 years, but I think that's still a tough game to go to on the road. Arkansas is a tough place to play. Meanwhile, Jones from what's his fucking first name? Emory Jones from Cincinnati. My man got 5 interceptions already, only 7 touchdowns. His QBR is a little bit better, but when you turning the ball over too much, I definitely don't like that. And one thing that you mentioned earlier is that BYU is grown men. We're not talking 18, 19-year-old kids. You know what I'm saying? We're talking 23, 24 young men. You know what I'm saying? The Mormon issue, you know what I'm saying? Makes them a little more mature. I'm probably going on too long considering the time frame. So, with long story short, give me BYU. I'm gonna take them on the money line, coach. They at the crib. It's gonna be rocking on a Friday night. Cincy on the road. I like BYU. Byron, go get them.
My boy, I'm right there with you. I'm gonna sit on these grown men's paid for. I'm taking the 25, 26, 27-year-old, the guys that got about 5 kids, all right, that's been in that book, that's been in the book.
Probably married.
And it gets crazy, and they're showing they can score. They just can't fucking play defense.
Which is the reverse of the BYU team. It's crazy.
Right. I saw Cincy over I caught 2 Cincy games right now. And you could tell losing Lou Fickle, you can see it. All right. You can also see losing Freeman to DC. You can see it. I just like BYU on this one. All right. And that's my free pick. BYU money line. Book it. Let's get it, man. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I'm the coach. That's Marley Bets. We are Brothas N Bets. Welcome to season. I don't know, man. We've been doing this show since 2014. So welcome to the new college football season. This is our first show officially. You can also check us out with our shorts. That's going to be popping pretty soon. Like I said before, man, we've just been hella busy, man. All right, let's get to our next game. And it's still a Friday night game. We're going to stay on the West Coast in the Pac-12. We got Utah taking on Oregon State. Now, right now, Utah, they playing without their best player right now. Rising is hurt. He's been out, but the backup has been doing his thing. They're sitting at 4-0 right now, while the Beavers just coming off a loss. They are 3-1 right now, but man, it's a Friday night game. They might go all orange. They might go blackout. This line did open up in favor of Utah -1, and right now that line is sitting at -3.5 in favor of Oregon State. So a lot of money's been coming in, or some valuable information has been leaked. The total did open up at 47.5. Right now that's sitting at 44.5. Against the spread lately, let's go for this season alone. In the last couple of games, Utah, they are 2-1-1. They did get a push against Baylor as a 7-point favorite, while Oregon State, they are 2-2 on the year against the spread. Let me get to these other actual factuals. Utah, the under's gone under the total's gone under 4 out of the last 5 games. They are 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games. 4-8 against the spread last 12 games against Oregon State. 6-1 straight up in the last 7 games against Oregon State. The total has gone under 4 out of the last 6 games whenever Utah is on the road. 15-2 straight up in the last 17 games against a Pac-12 conference opponent. And they're 9-2 straight up in the last 11 games when playing against a Pac-12 opponent from the North Division. All right. Oregon State's actual factuals: 9-2 against the spread in the last 11 games, 7-1 straight up in the last 8 games. The total has gone over 4 out of the last 6 games. They are 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games at the crib. 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing against an opponent in the Pac-12. 4-1 against the spread the last 5 games when playing against a Pac-12 South Division opponent. 9-2 straight up in the last 11 games in the month of September. Injury reports. Utah got a lot of them right now. Cam Rising, he's questionable for this game. Tight end Bryant Kuthi, he's questionable for this game. Running back Micah Bernard, he's out for the season. Micah Pittman, very hell of a wide receiver. He's part of that Pittman family tree.
Oh.
He's questionable as well. McClain at the wide receivers is questionable, and O'Toole is questionable. So there's a lot of question marks right now for Utah. That's probably why that line is looking like that. As far as Oregon State, they're missing their wide receiver, Tong. He's out for the season with a leg injury. So with all that being said, Utah, Oregon State, Marley, what's your play on this one?
I'm on Oregon State.
You're on Oregon State.
I'm real quick. I know they didn't look good against Washington State, and I was on Washington State. They're different, but you touched on it earlier too. Friday night game in Oregon. I'm thinking they're coming out all black. Blackout. Utah is missing Rising. I can't think of the quarterback's name, but I almost said Ward. It's not Ward. What's this guy? Johnson. Nate Johnson. Terrible. I'm not gonna say terrible, but he's a runner. He's an athlete, and he wasn't ready. And I think, I just think the home crowd, the feel, the vibes that night is. I'm not the biggest DJ on Luke. How do you say, fam, man?
Big Cinco.
But if you look at his numbers, he really hasn't played that bad. Real quick, and I'm done. 78.1 QBR. That's good for like 24, 7 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions. But the main key before I go, Coach, Martinez, bro, the running back. You know where he from? If I'm asking you where he from, right? Damien, sophomore, Texas. 7.6 yards per carry, and I watched that Washington State game. Even though they lost, he was toting that hoe. Like they could not stop that dude, bro. So,
hey man, everybody's sleeping on Utah State and Cameron Ward, another Texas product. Hey, y'all, Washington, I'm
sleeping on that boy.
Yeah. My bad. Keep going.
No, that's it. I know we pressed for time. That's it. Oregon State, Damian Martinez, Silas Bolden, the receiver. He's nice too. Like Oregon is straight. Oregon State is straight. They just ran up against Washington State, who's a really good team, and boys just don't know that.
So you taking the -3.5 on a Friday night?
I really want the first half, but I figure you can't give me the line. So if the first half is -1.5, 2, as it is, I want that because this could be a blowout though. I'm good with the -3.5 as well. This could get ugly early.
All right, so Marley's on the 3.5. Great minds think alike. You know what we say, especially in the chat. I don't know if we ever said it on here because we love our people. This one, I'm gonna do this for that boy Moneyline that we ain't heard from him in over a year. Black quarterback on the road, hostile environment, and he's young. I gotta go the other way, and that's how I feel. Sorry, Nate. Sorry, my boy. All right, but I'm going with Oregon State, and I'm going first half money line. So sitting at 3.5, you're looking at maybe 2, 1.5. Fuck it, y'all know the rule. If it's under 3 or less, let's just take the money line. All right, and let's take care of business. They're gonna be amped up. I think with all those injuries, especially at the skill position, Utah got some things to figure out. So that is my official pick, Marley. You right where I'm at. You talking about the first half, so I'm taking the first half money line.
Go ahead and make that my first play money line. You're right, under 2, 3, under 3 we money line.
Do you still want to do the 3.5 though?
I will take the 3.5 first game.
All right,
but
first half.
You can put me official both plays, but I recommend take the first half.
Gotcha. Hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in. I am the coach. That is Marley Bets. We are Brothas N Bets. James said the number was better on Sunday. Let us know what that number was. I did tell y'all where they was a plus favorite at that time, and I know what Mikey Hova was laughing at with the Charleston White, Avi. That's funny.
Either that or the black quarterbacks on the road.
That's what he's laughing at.
Yeah, the black quarterbacks on the road.
All right. Let's get to this.
Young black quarterback.
Because in our chat with the people, I said I like Colorado. I've been saying all off season, summer long. I like Colorado plus 21 when they went to TCU. And then I also said they might beat TCU outright. I said that.
Yeah.
I said that. They might beat TCU outright, and they did. And then everything was good up until Saturday when they played against. We play for clicks. They play for clicks. We play for wins. And then backdoor and you.
Hey, look, hold up. I don't mean to stop. Look. I don't mean to stop you, bro. But when you first heard it, how did you feel?
So when I first heard it, I was like, I understand. You gotta before you go out there and play a game, you always want to motivate your kids. And for him, that was a way. For him, that was a way for him to relate to his kids, get them something that they could be motivated by. You know what I'm saying? So when I heard, I was like, I get it, I understand. You know, you got to get the kids because when he said they're like, oh yeah,
they felt that shit.
Yeah. I get it, but how you feel? Because I gotta get up out of here.
Yeah. No, I thought that's a great speech.
Yes.
That's the first thing I thought.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, he's jacked. He got them boys
like, oh shit. I would go play for him right now.
Yeah, for sure.
Great speech.
All right, let's get into it. So we got Connor. So, man, Prime fucked up everything. I took him plus 21.5. I'm like, ain't no way. And boy, was I wrong. I even jumped on Oregon second half -9, and boy, was I wrong on that too. That was a but USC is a big game. Wish everybody was healthy, but USC 4-0, number 8 team in the country, taking on Colorado Buffalo's 3-1 on the year. The line did open up in favor of USC -17.5. The total opened up at 71. Now it's at -21.5, and the total's at 74. Let's get to these actual factuals and keep this thing moving. In the last couple of games, USC, they are 2-2 against the spread, and they was a -34.5 favorite last week against Arizona State. Arizona State said, "Nah, we not them." And Colorado, they're 2-2 against the spread in their last 4 games on the year. Add more actual factuals for USC: 2-4 against the spread in the last 6 games. The overs hit 11 out of the last 12 games. They are 15-3 straight up in the last 18 games. 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games against Colorado. 10-0 straight up in the last 10 games against Colorado as well. 7-0 straight up in the last 7 games when playing on the road against Colorado. 4-1 straight in the last 5 games against an opponent from the Pac-12 South Division. Now, Colorado's extra factors: 4-12 against the spread in the last 16 games. The overs hit 11 out of the last 15. They are 4-13 straight up in the last 17. You know, they extra factors really don't matter because it's a whole new team and a whole new coaching staff. So I'm just going to just skip all that. Anywho, with that being said, Marley, what you got on this one? What's the play?
Is Colorado better than Arizona State?
They can run the ball better than Arizona State. They were able to run the ball efficiently and effective in that first half and third quarter. So, yeah, I got to – talent-wise, I don't know, bro. They were able to get a push. So, I'm going to have to say right now, yeah.
There's no way they can lose. There's no way they can get embarrassed the way they got embarrassed last week.
There's no way. There's no way.
No way. I feel like this is a perfect setup for like boys to jump on at USC. Who's out? Oh, Shiloh. That's fine. But he's probably the best tackler in the secondary, honestly. I gotta take Colorado plus the 21.
I got you.
At the crib. There's no way. I'm not even gonna go over a bunch of numbers. There's just no way he can get embarrassed like that on national television back-to-back weeks.
Back-to-back.
It just no. This is the perfect Vegas setup. The public is gonna be all on USC minus 21.5, and maybe they lose by 2 touchdowns instead of 3.
I got you. I'm right there with you. Plus 21.5 at the crib, amped up Saturday early morning on the West Coast. I'm right there with you, my boy.
Just for y'all know, man, we did not talk about our picks before we did the show. Like, I don't know his picks.
Yeah,
we agreeing on everything.
But Prime, you gotta come with it, man. Y'all got to come with it. I saw y'all let McCaskill get in, but y'all got to come with it, man. So my official play, Marley's official play, we like see you on the money line. Hey, real quick before I got to go, Marley, you're going to have to take the last 3 games. I did provide my plays on here so you can see them. But I do got some sleepers. This is a new segment, Sleeper Bets, all right? I do like Florida money line against Kentucky on the road. That's a sleeper bet.
Let's just rapid fire. I don't want to do the show doing all that shit. Rapid fire, give the picks, and we go.
I got you. My sleeper. I like Florida money line, and I also like Georgia State -3.5 at the crib over Troy. Those are my sleeper bets. All right, we can jump right into it. I mean, let's keep this going.
Just get a play.
We got LSU traveling to Ole Miss. LSU's 3-1 right now, while Ole Miss is 3-1, losing that close game against Alabama. The line did open up in favor of LSU -1.5, and the total's at 63.5. Right now, that line's at 2.5, and the total's at 65.5. Now, I'm just going to do this against the spread. Right now, for this season, right now LSU is 2-2 against the spread, while Ole Miss is 3-1 against the spread. Marley, do you have official play for this game?
I don't have nothing official, but I do lean LSU money line. I just think they're still in the hunt. I think Brian Kelly's the better coach. I lean LSU.
I got you. I'm on LSU money line as well. That is my official play for that matchup. It should be a good old SEC primetime game. I'm going to be locked in on that one as well. All right, let's go to Big 12 country. Last year with Texas in it. We got Texas, a 16.5 favorite, and the total sitting at 61 right now. Originally, the line opened up. Originally, the line opened up in favor of Texas -20, but it's jumped down, and the total opened up at 68.5. Both teams are 4-0. Both teams are top 25 right now, and it's Texas back. They went into Alabama, and they honestly made it look easy, but now looking at it, Alabama just got problems right now. There aren't any injury reports listed for Kansas, but Texas right now, Hudson O-line, he is out, and Ross is out. So, Marley, against the spread, Kansas is 2-1 against the spread, while Texas is 2-1 against the spread as well. Do you have official play for this game?
I do. I like the over in this game. I think we're gonna get a little bit of scoring. I think Texas wins. I don't know if they cover that 16.5, and I don't like taking the worst of the line. So I would have took that Kansas +20 though.
All right, so you like Kansas, UT. Over.
Oh, you know what I do like? I'm sorry. You know what I like? Scratch that. Texas first half minus is probably going to be like 8 or 9.
So Texas first half. Texas first half. Yeah, it's probably going to be minus 9. All right.
9.
8.5, 9. We'll see. All right, last game, man, and it was a great game they put on the show last week against Ohio State. We got Notre Dame 4-1 taking on Duke Blue Devils 4-0 right now. This line opened up in favor of Notre Dame -6.5 right now. That line's it actually went down to 5.5. I got my lines messed up. The total opened up at 53.5 right now. That line's sitting at 52. Against the quick actual factuals and against the spread, Notre Dame right now is 3-1-1 right now on the year, while Duke is sitting at 3-1 against the spread. Now, injury reports right now for Notre Dame. Safety, DJ Brown, he's questionable. Wide receiver, Salero, he's out. Tight end, Brahman, he's out. Jaden Thomas, wide receiver, he's questionable with a hamstring injury. Tight end, Raridon, he's questionable as well. For Duke, no injuries reported. So, Notre Dame, Duke, last game on our slate. Man, you ain't tell me I didn't have that up. Marley, what is your play?
Oh, man, the line changed?
Yeah, sitting at 5.5.
Charlo +300. Ooh, I feel you, Jays. I don't know if I can take it.
That's a whole nother segment, man. I got to get out of here.
Yeah, my bad. I like Duke +6, man. I think Notre Dame wins, but I think that
it's at 5.5 right now. I'm sorry.
I don't like giving up that many points. 5.5. Because I like what Notre Dame showed me defensively. I honestly haven't made a play on this game yet, Coach, so I'll pass.
You pass. All right. Well, I like Notre Dame. I'm a pass too with these injury reports. But if I were to make a lean, I'm gonna take Notre Dame. All right. I don't know if we're gonna find out if Duke is for real or not.
Fact.
All right.
I don't know. I like what Notre Dame showed me on against Ohio State.
Yeah, I did too. Marcus Freeman, man, he's a hell of a coordinator. All right, here we go. My plays for week 5. I like BYU money line, Oregon State first half money line, Colorado plus 21.5, and LSU money line. Marley bets. He likes BYU money line. He likes Oregon State first half money line and minus 3.5. He likes Colorado plus 21.5, LSU money line, and Texas first half spread. It should be around 9. Marley, do you have a sleeper bet?
No, I didn't know we was doing this. I was not prepared.
Yeah, so that's a new one. So we'll get that right next time. But hey, we appreciate everybody being patient. We appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, we've just figured out how our schedule's gonna go, man. And like I said, we were late today. We get better at that. I gotta go coach varsity now. Marley gets to post up, or you about to get ready to go too, right?
Yeah, I got about an hour if it don't rain.
I got you.
Just know I got you. We're 4-0. 3-0.
Lead us to that prayer. We can go ahead and get out of here, my brother.
Ooh, it's been a while. Let me see how this shit go. It wasn't no like yesterday, and it wasn't no like today. So like Saturday, y'all already know we gonna smack their ass up. And y'all already know what it is, man. Let's beat Vegas. We out this month.
Are we out or are we out?
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems. We gon' make a way. Got no